What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in. Today's video is it feels a little out of order, I'm gonna be honest. If we haven't even come to Halloween yet, and still, today I'm going to be unboxing an advent calendar. GLOSSYBOX sent me their massive advent calendar here. We should probably zoom out so you can actually see what this situation looks like. It won't even fit in the frame, it's so massive. But naturally this is chock full of goodies, and so I wanted to unbox it. I haven't opened any of these things. It does come, if you purchase this, it does come with, it looks like kind of a packet that explains or talks about all of the products that you get inside here. And so I have taken a look at that, but I have not actually unpacked this whole thing because I wanted to do it together here in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so in the information they sent me about this box, they say that everything inside is worth 550 bucks, but you actually buy it for, it looks like I'm on the website right now, $89. They did give me a code where if you apply it and you also get a GLOSSYBOX, like a 1-month subscription to a GLOSSYBOX in addition to this, you get 10 bucks off the box as well as a discount on the GLOSSYBOX itself, and I'll put that information down below. But basically, what you need to know is that 550 bucks worth of products in here, but you buy it for 89. So let's see if it's worth that $89 price tag. Like I showed you before, this could be catastrophic. Okay, you can see there are 4 drawers in here. So how do we have, oh, and then when you open, oh, cute. So you open these drawers and each box has a little number. Everything is wrapped individually and they're not even put in, it's like a little, game where they didn't put like the first 5 or 6 days in one drawer. You kind of have to hunt throughout the drawers to find your right number. So number 1 right here, but I did not anticipate a little hide and seek game with everything. This could take a while. Okay, so in box number 1, just so you can get a sense for how everything is wrapped, there's a little bit of light filler in here, but other than that, everything is pretty firmly, like all the boxes are firmly packed together in this larger box. So I think all of this should have fared well in shipping. This is a face palette from Makeup Revolution London, contains 4 highlight powders. I'm okay with that. These are pretty gorgeous. I have actually not tried a ton from Makeup Revolution, so I'm excited to have a chance to try this. And these are some gorgeous highlighter shades. Let's get a brush. So if you know me, you know I love to layer my highlighter shades, and even though I am wearing, I'm actually wearing the LA Girl Strobe. It's a pretty blinding highlight as it is, but can you really ever have too much highlight? I'm gonna go in today with this pink one first. And I, like I said, like to layer my highlight, so I'll go in with something that's like more colorful. Wow. Maybe you can overdo it on highlight. Probably not. But just to create like a multi-dimensional look, I'll go in with something that is more colorful, although this is kind of reading more frosty white, but I'll go in with something more colorful like that, and then go in with the shade that actually looks frosty white in here, and just add that as like an accent. But the two look very, very similar, and that could also be due to, you know, what I had underneath, but wow. I really like this. Okay, on to box number 2. I have a feeling we're gonna be fast forwarding through, number 2. Okay, in this box we have what looks like an eyeliner. Yep, liquid eyeliner from the brand Illamasqua, which is a brand that I have never had a ton from, but I do remember when it was a little bit higher up on my list to try things from. And then it feels like they sort of disappeared, like they don't do quite as much marketing as a lot of the other brands out there. And so it has kind of fallen down my list of, you know, brand priorities, but I'm excited to try this because I think I've only ever tried like one other product from them. So this looks like it is a relatively small felt tip eyeliner, and I'm already wearing eyeliner today, so I don't want to apply it, but it's pretty inky black. And the felt tip is actually really soft. Something I don't always love about felt tip eyeliners is that they can be a little bit rough around the upper lash line, and then your eyes water, and then the act of applying eyeliner was pointless. So this I have high hopes for. Okay, on to box number 3. Inside this guy is Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm Purifying, Wait, what? Oh, so it's a cleansing balm. Gently massage the balm in circular motions onto dry skin using fingertips. So that removes your kind of like a double cleanse sort of action. You massage this into your face, remove your makeup, and then go in with a secondary cleanser. I haven't used a cleansing balm in a long time. So many of them I find leave a residue on my skin even after cleansing. So I'll be curious to see how this one does because I love the idea of it. It seems like no matter how good my cleanser is, no matter what I use to scrub makeup off my face with, I'm still always left with like mascara or leftover eyeliner when I wake up the next day. So I'll be curious to see how this works. Okay, box number 4 is a mask. It is an Illuminating Eye Gel Mask from the brand Ona, New York. All eyes on me, Illuminating Eye Gel Mask. I haven't heard of this brand or tried anything from them. So this says cucumber and algae extract to nourish, hydrate, and depuff, which come wintertime, who doesn't need that? Next up is box number 5. I feel like I should go through this faster because we could be here all day with the amount of products you get in this box. This is a fragrance. This is Flowerbomb Nectar. And this is, I feel like, a pretty iconic fragrance. But, oh, that is not what I thought Flowerbomb smelled like. That is a lot sweeter than I think I realized it smelled. So in the description here, it says fruity floral with scents of black currant, bergamot, orange flower, vanilla, and even a hint of gunpowder. I guess there's a hint of something that is like non-sweet in there, but it is very sweet, especially relative to what I thought it would be. This is interesting. I'm gonna have to give this a little bit more wear to see how it really interacts with me. Box number 7, there is a moisturizer from the GLOSSYBOX skincare brand, which I didn't realize they had. This is a 3-in-1 moisturizer that plumps, primes, and protects, and this honestly came at a good time because I am just now running out. I was getting ready to have to repurchase some moisturizers, so, and I like it well enough, but there are a few things that I'm really loyal to when it comes to skincare, so I will definitely make this swap when I actually run out. In box number 7, there is from GLOSSYBOX Skincare, which I did not realize existed, a 3-in-1 moisturizer. It says it plumps, primes, and protects. And this kind of couldn't have come at a more perfect time because I am just running out of the skincare or the moisturizer that I was using. And although I like that one, I'm not particularly loyal to moisturizers unless they like break my face out and then it's dead to me. So while I like the one that I was using, I'm pretty eager to try this one and see how it works. Oh boy, 8 is large and in charge. In box 8, we have from the brand Daily Concepts, an exfoliating dual texture scrubber. This says it provides mild exfoliation, which is nice because when it comes to, I'm big on chemical exfoliants, but when it comes to physical exfoliants, like the beads or whatever sort of physical exfoliant they use, it feels like it gets everywhere. And even if I rinse it off, it's still like always there in my hairline or wherever. So I like a physical exfoliant like this, where you just don't have to worry about cleaning it up. Ooh, box number 9 is a heavy one because it has a hair product. This is from Stafford, never tried anything from them, called Hair Apology Intensive Care 10-in-1 Leave-In Treatment Spray. This I think I will get more good out of when I have my hair extensions back in because my hair is so naturally thin, although it could be a very lightweight formula, but generally I tend to avoid any sort of leave-in conditioner because it tends to weigh my already thin, fine hair down. But never say never. Like I said, it could be very lightweight, but no matter what, when I get my extensions back in, that will likely come in handy. Was that 10? 10? Am I missing you? 10? Are you in here? No, 10. 10? No. 10? Okay, we're gonna have to come back to 10. I think I lost 10. Moving on to 11. In box number 11 is a StyleDry Turban shower cap, which actually isn't to dry your hair like I thought it was. This is actually to protect your hair in the shower. Well, duh. A shower cap. Why did I think it was to dry my hair? I don't know, but I typically just clip my hair up when I'm going for second, third, fifth day hair-ish, you know? So this will actually like probably make it easier or require less styling if I just keep it clipless or ponytail-less, which can put a kink in your hair. That will be interesting to try out. I do just need to like remember to use it though because I'm such a creature of habit. How am I missing? I think I'm missing 12 too. Am I making a mistake? Am I doing this wrong? I don't think I can do this wrong. Okay, moving on to 13. Inside box number 13 is a cleanser from Rodial? I don't know. But it's a vitamin C brightening cleanser. So 2 cleansers to try from in this box. In box number 14 is a product from a brand that I've actually been wanting to try stuff from for the longest, since they launched like a year or two ago. Wander Beauty, their Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara is included in this box. This I am really curious to try. I'm more so curious about their other like complexion products. I've heard really great things about them, but this is a good segue product into the brand, I think. In box number 15, we have a sheet mask, or what looks and feels to be a sheet mask from the brand 111 Skin, Harley Street, London. That much is unclear, but it's a rose gold brightening facial treatment mask. And I haven't done a sheet mask like this in a really long time. I use my Foreo UFO and do like the masks that come along with that. So this will be a nice kind of change of pace, especially one that brightens, because I'm still struggling a lot with like hyperpigmentation and scarring from all the breakouts, like hormonal and maskne breakouts. That will be a good treatment to have. Here we have box number 16. Here we have from Evio Skin and Aurora Refreshing Cleansing Hemp Wipes, so makeup wipes. In box number 17, there is a body lotion from the brand Crabtree and Evelyn, Smooth and Refined Body Lotion. It's more like a deluxe sample size sort of thing, because I feel like the way I apply body lotion, this will go with one application. But Crabtree and Evelyn is a brand that I remember my mom always having growing up as a kid. So for me, does anybody else this way? Like when a brand that your mom used to use, it's kind of like on next level, like you know it's good. So I'm excited to use that. Box number 18. Where are you? Ooh, interesting. This still has the Kat Von D branding, but I assume it's KVD Beauty. It's one of her Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks, which is a formula I used to really love. I had a red shade from her that I really liked. This, however, is a little bit more natural. It's more like a purpley plum or chestnut shade, and it's called Hawkwind. It'll be interesting to get back into this formula, and really it couldn't come at a better time for people who want more transfer-proof lip stuff to go and wear under your mask. I think I've lost 19 too, so we're just going to move on to 20. Is there an advent calendar vortex that these boxes are falling into? I don't know where else to look. Ooh, in 20, there is a First Aid Beauty face cleanser. So 3 cleansers in this advent box. This one is somewhere in between the size, well, roughly about the same size. So here are the 3 cleansers you get. The First Aid cleanser is called Pure Skin Face Cleanser with Fab Antioxidant Booster. So there. Wait a second. Here's part of the mystery. Only one part of it, though. This, I'm sure, as I was looking at it, looking for either a 6 or a 9, well, we found whichever one I was missing. I think it was 9. Inside here is something from Tarte, a big something from Tarte. This is their Micellar Magic Makeup Remover and Cleanser. So there is no shortage of ways to remove your makeup with the stuff you get in this box. Back to our order though. Here is box number 21. Here we have an eye primer from the brand called The Beauty Crop, which I have never heard of. This is called Stuck on You. It says it's a soft and creamy eye primer that makes your eyeshadow go so much farther. It comes in a pot format, just like something like Max Paint Pot. And this shade in particular, Stuck on You, I wonder if they have more than one shade, because this is a pretty light or very fair, like nude or flesh tone shade. So I feel like I can never have enough eye primers. I'm very curious to try that one, especially because, like I said, I've never heard of the brand The Beauty Crop. Have you guys tried anything from that brand? Let me know down below. In box number 22, there is a face mask. This is from the brand Hey Honey. Again, have not heard of or tried anything from them. Sweet Treat Wild Berry and Honey Yogurt Recovery Mask. So this looks like it might be nice for, you know, upcoming dry weather. In box number 23 is Dr. Pawpaw's Tinted Ultimate Red Balm. It's a multi-purpose soothing balm with natural pawpaw for lips, cheeks, and cosmetic finishing with a hint of tint. Now this is interesting. I am officially running out of my big jar of my, what's that brand? Lineage Lip Mask. And I have been contemplating whether I'm going to repurchase it or if I'm going to try something, you know, new. And so this might be what I end up doing, because I love a good multitasker. Ooh, that's interesting. It's pretty softly tinted, and I've never heard of anything you know, like a cosmetic finishing with a hint of tint. So you could also use this as like a highlighter, or like you might a Duet Balm from Danessa Myricks, or the balm that Mario just came out with in Makeup by Mario. This is very curious. I can't wait to try that. Nearing the end, box number 24. Inside this guy is a nail polish. So this I probably will not get a ton of use out of because, as you know, I love my press-ons. But this is from Nails Inc. It's the shade Victoria. It looks like a deep cream burgundy or like an oxblood. Really, really pretty and perfect for fall. But like I said, I'm a press-on person, so I probably will give this to somebody who I know will love a good nail polish. 25 is a big, oh, nope. This is where we ran into our problem. This box, number 25, was sitting on top of the other boxes that we are missing. So this really is like a true treasure hunt. I kind of love that for this box. Okay, number 10. Sorry to jump around, guys. It's a mystery for everyone. In box number 10, we have two different face masks. Both are from Freeman. One is the Lovely Neck Firming and Smoothing Sheet Mask, and the other is the Melting Sugar Face Mask. It says Rose Gummy Bear is the fragrance or the scent, I'm assuming, and it is a moisturizing mask. So more face masks. Let's do 12, I guess, if we're gonna try to maintain any sense of order here. So box number 12's product is kind of an enigma. It's from the brand Avant, and it's just listing skincare words. It says like 3-1 Hyaluron-Filler Collagen Eye Formula, but I can't, by the words on it, it says Hyaluronic Collagen Maris Aqua Propanediol and Glycolic, so I don't know if it hydrates and exfoliates or what exactly we're looking at here, but I'm eager to try it either way. This is probably where the little cheat sheet book comes in handy because it will outline all of that for you. Now, box number 19. Ooh, we got tools. These are from LA Splash, the same highlighter I was using earlier, and this is an eyeshadow brush set. In here, you get a setting and a defining brush. So the setting brush is like a classic eyeshadow brush shape. This reminds me a lot of the e.l.f. C brush, which I feel like for all of us was a go-to. You can do a little bit of everything in it when it comes to applying your eyeshadow, whether it's brushing it on, patting it on, carving your crease, blending it through your crease. Like, this is like the first kind of brush everyone had in their collection. At least I did anyway. And then a classic defining / angled liner brush, which actually comes to a pretty precise point, which I like, because sometimes, you know, you get a liner brush or a defining brush that's supposed to be precise and it's just like very broad and gives you a chunky line. Not this baby, doesn't look like. Okay, now on to box 25, and this feels like it has some heft to it. Oh wow, that's because, oh, it's an iconic London product. And it is a big one. So, oh, it's a massive eyeshadow palette with a pretty classic warm brown toned shade. Brown and orange. You get a little bit of berry in here, but it's mostly like warm brown tones and oranges. So I guess a really nice compliment to those eyeshadow brushes as well. Okay, this is a disaster, but this was so much fun. It's been a really long time since I kind of unboxed something and did a first impression sort of situation here on the channel. What do you think about that? This was really fun, and I'm glad that the actual hunting for the boxes was relatively out of frame, because that was a nice little surprise to like not know where some of the boxes were, and it's just a fun activity. But that is everything that comes inside the GLOSSYBOX Advent Calendar. Let me know what you guys think. Is this the kind of mix of products you like to see in your Advent calendars, or, you know, your sampling sets of products that sometimes Sephora has where they put together vaults or just collections of must-tries? Do you prefer a mix of, you know, skincare, makeup, fragrance like is in here, or do you like all makeup or all of one particular kind of item? Let us know down in the comments section below. I actually really like this. I like a nice mix of things that I can try, because when I get in makeup buying mode or beauty buying mode, I tend to focus in on like one category of products, like, oh, I'm looking for new eyeshadows or this or that. And so a lot of these items I probably would not have selected to try for myself. And so it's kind of fun that I get to look forward to trying some of these things. Either way, let me know what you think of it all down in the comments below, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.